Trading is hard. It's emotionally draining, it's mentally taxing, and it's often discouraging, even after decades of experience. Recently, I've been making great progress putting together the AltSeason Copilot spreadsheet, but I've also made a few trades recently that are underwater, and it's not because the trades were irrational, it's because I was trading emotionally. I'm kind of adding on at the wrong time as these top formations have been setting up. I think I'm seeing strength, but then prices are continuing to pull back and it's kind of beating up my positions. This frustration is at the heart of this video, and it's the reason that I created the AltSeason Copilot. So I want to speak directly to that pain, that discomfort that I don't want to feel. I want to find a better way to do my trading so that it works for me and I don't have to go through those emotional ups and downs. And I think everyone goes through it. We want to make the biggest position possible so that we can maximize our gains, but then we have to put our stops too close to the market, and just to manage risk, then we get knocked out by some simple market noise, and then we have to enter the market higher to get our position back again. So we end up riding this emotional roller coaster of watching the markets tick by tick, and this becomes obsessive. And then we're not free anymore. We're trapped by our own attention watching the charts for our signal. This pain is exactly why I built the AltSeason Copilot spreadsheet, because this system has consistently outperformed my own trading ever since we created it. It isn't smarter, it doesn't know anything about these markets, it's just objective, it's methodical, and it maintains the correct position size. It just follows the simple rules. When the EMAs cross, do this. When they cross the other way, do that. It's simple. There's no emotion and no drama. Trading should be simple, and it should be passive. One of the core principles of a sound financial management system is that your money is working for you while you're doing something else. You shouldn't be glued to the screen all day, or you are working for your money and your money isn't working for you. The Copilot system follows a statistical rule-based system. It has small spot positions, it gives wide enough room to handle volatility, it has very systematic entries and exits, and it's applied across a range of different cryptocurrencies so that we can take advantage of the long-tail distribution of returns. This is where the mathematics and the statistics start to work in our favor when we remove ourselves from the equation. Because you see, the biggest threat to my trading system is the human that's implementing it. I get emotional, I get busy, I make judgment errors, I miss trades, then I get into over trading, and of course I mismanage risk by taking too large of a position. And by automating the plan and by letting the system follow the rules without any emotional interference, I'm protecting myself from myself. So that's the power of the Copilot. It removes my judgment, it removes my emotion, it removes my time constraints and my schedule conflicts, and it removes my personality from the trade execution. And I have to say that I've recognized my trading limitations, and I've fired myself a couple times in the past and automated everything. But when their system changed, it broke and then I couldn't get it to work again. And then the other system I set it up on cost money to maintain. So just turning it on turned into a financial disadvantage to me. So recently, I started over from scratch, and with the help of vibe coding, I've created a Google Sheets system that is 100% free, and I'm going to give it to you as well. This system now connects directly to the exchange so that it pulls in the data. All the calculations are done inside the spreadsheet, so there's no need for any paid services anymore. And now that we have the whole machine working, the next step is to set it up so that it fires all of the signals to the exchange directly. The script is designed to be really simple and lets anyone start out for free. This system isn't perfect yet, it still needs tuning, but it is way better. Will it lose money? Absolutely, sometimes. When the market goes sideways for more than 30 days, this system will chop. But I'll tell you what it doesn't do. It doesn't get wrecked by weekends or distractions. It doesn't chase tops emotionally. It doesn't miss trades because it's busy or stressed. This system has outperformed me since we put it together in 2019 in every single top and every single bottom, and it also kicks my butt in the chop. I gotta say, it's always just done a better job. And because this trading system is actually so simple, we can automate it, then we absolutely should automate it. That's why I'm building the AltSeason Copilot, so it can manage my entire portfolio, so it can remove that fear and uncertainty and doubt, and I can know that my trading system is totally working on a really simple rule-based system that follows my method that I've already proven over the years. The AltSeason Copilot can help make manual trading better, or it can be automated to let the system handle everything and free up your time and still let your money do the work for you. If you're interested in taking the drama out of trading, check out the AltSeason Copilot. Join in our 7-day free trial down below. I hope to see you on the inside. I'll soon be releasing the code for our members so that you can install this into Google Sheets yourself. So I asked Claude AI to give me a review of the code and give me operating instructions so that I could pass this on to you. So you can see that it's a moving average crossover system that you could adjust to the moving averages that you want to tune it to. So you could use artificial intelligence to do some back testing and see where you want to tune this so that it'll give you signals for alerts and partial hold status where you want it to be. So the setup instructions are really easy. You install the script, you run this automation, and then you set this to run daily, and that's it. All you have to do is get all of the historical data, and it grabs it and fills it into your spreadsheet for you. It creates all of the pages, does everything, and then it updates the charts every day at 3 a.m. So then it'll go through and it'll look for the signals every day at 3 a.m. and it'll give you the output about what is changing position. So then every day at 3 a.m. we'll see what is changing from partial hold. Are they going back into hold status? That's a good thing to know. We'd want to look at those charts for the 1, 2, 3 formation. And then this will all be automated so that those signals will be fired directly through to the Bitget exchange. And again, an important component of this system is that it always trades spot positions and it always trades at the market. So going through my referral link so that you save 20% on all of your trading fees is really important over time, especially if you're doing a big portfolio with many different coins. But real quick, before we jump in, these videos can help you in 4 different ways. First, you can save 20% on all of your trading fees for life. All you have to do is sign up through our referral link to Bitget and you instantly cut your fees no matter what your trading system. Second, you can get our custom indicator and the strategy tester for trading views for free. These are the same tools that I use to run the AltSeason Copilot that I'll show you in a second. You can get these indicators for free with our 7-day free trial. You can download the scripts in our Discord, plug it into TradingView, and away you go. Now, the third way that we can benefit you right now, even if you're starting from scratch, is if you start writing for digital currency traders. You can earn some money just by writing about cryptocurrency and start growing your crypto stack from zero. And now let's finish by taking a look at the daily Bollinger Bands, where they were pinching in yesterday's episode, and we were looking into the close time frame. There's the 12 hours pinched in, the 4 hours pinched in. It's still holding pretty close. The 1 hour was really pinched in. And then after the episode, we came back and brushed the bottom, and it looks like we are going to be breaking out and going higher from here. So should we be breaking out in Bitcoin, I do expect that the rest of the altcoins are going to give us some additional juice, and that many of these coins that we see in partial hold status will be moving back into full hold status. And that's a really great entry place to be looking for. Another example coin that I had in the episode yesterday, I was talking about the potential to trade 1, 2, 3 formations out of a support like this, and then the price breaks down lower, catches everybody, might be a fake breakdown that's going to just be a V-shaped recovery and take off after this. But this is the reason that the bot will do better than me, because I want to make the biggest trade possible so I can make the most amount of money. But I end up putting on a big trade, then it goes against me and I'm taking a bigger risk than I wanted to. The system won't do that. It'll just put on the small trade, but only when the EMAs are crossing in my favor, not trying to gamble to catch it just because it's at support. So the trading system being automated just does better than my own personal opinion. So here, just to go through a few charts, here is the indicator view that pretty much matches what the AltSeason Copilot is showing us here in the colors. So if we look at this chart, we can see those same colors where full hold status is dark green. That means you should be holding your full position. Partial hold status is light green. It means you should be holding part of your position. And when it's red, you should not be holding a position. When it's yellow, that's be alert, get ready. Your trading signal is coming soon. So this is when we have time to do stage one of the trade. That is to identify our entry, our exit, our stop loss, how big is our position going to be, set all of that out in advance so that we would be paying lower trading fees if we do limit orders. But also so that we have that little bit of warning time to see the momentum of the market starting to come in. So if we start to see all of these alert status coming in, the white showing that these are new alerts, and the yellow showing that these are sustained alerts, they're holding an alert status, then the yellow transitioning into green is everything going into full hold status. So we can watch the color code change on average through a whole bunch of different alts by looking at the spreadsheet. So now we can just go through the charts, chart after chart, and as this loads up, we can see what state this would be in. This would be in partial hold status. And this one would also be in partial hold status. Again, even though it's come down below our EMAs, it's still in partial hold status because the EMAs have not crossed over. So the system is designed to give us this much flexibility so that we can be getting in over here and we're still holding it at a bit of a loss because our EMAs haven't crossed. So when the EMA does cross, we will close this one at a bit of a loss because of the market going sideways. This is where our system can chop. But so long as we're doing 1/2 of 1% of the entire portfolio size, then the loss size of this, it's very small compared to the overall portfolio. So we can then benefit from the long tail distribution of returns where some of the coins will do extraordinary moves where other coins are not going to do very much at all, or they're going to come up and then pull back. So here's another coin that would have been great to enter and just we would have been almost staying into it totally the whole time. And this would have been great where other coins not doing so good. Here's another one that's almost chopping us right out, and it would have closed at a bit of a loss. Whereas this one really made up for it for the whole portfolio. So by diversifying across like this, we can really start to stack in the gains every time we go through a whole cycle. So we go from alert, we get the new alerts, we go through alert, we have the holds, partial hold, back to full hold, back to partial. And by the time we close, we've got locked in some really great profits from these long tail distribution of return coins. And we'll close with Bitcoin. We can see according to our system, it's in hold status. Our system would let it have quite a bit of noise before we would get out of it. But of course, that would be nerve-wracking to see it coming down. I would be watching those Bollinger Bands to see what the pattern is, to see if we're going to catch some support and resistance at a technical level. So thanks for tuning into this episode. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope to see you inside the AltSeason Copilot. Trade safe and keep those losses small.